west. And we're gonna see if it kind of goes to plan or not. Basically, everybody thinks about New York wildlife being pigeons, rats, you know, that's cucarachas. However, there are other insects and other types of animals that are naturally occurring in New York City, even if they've become less and less prevalent and endangered. So we are going to go to the Hudson River Parkway as well as some other areas because we will be looking for monarch butterflies and their caterpillars because one of these guys' natural habitats as they migrate is actually directly in New York City, even though people don't typically think of, New York having tons of butterflies. Oh no! I'm wrong thing. That sucks. And I tried so hard. I even made sure it was the right mic, so I gotta remember to check directly after I do a going live. It feels like that's most likely when it switches, besides where we have data issues. So, oh well, I tried. Do I need to redo the whole thing? Did you hear any of it? I don't know. But let me know. I'm glad you like my hat, Mike. Hi, Ozzo. We'll also get into kind of a little bit of an, maybe we could also do this. Oh, sorry. Her cart's right over it, but there's usually like a little plaque on the ground, and I wanted to show you this particular plaque because it's really helpful for understanding like where you can and cannot do stuff in New York City. But if you look, they usually have like a little property line marker, and the reason this is so important is that if it's like a public but not public space, or like a business is saying you can't be in a certain area, if it's technically the public property line, most of the time it's still okay. What does Chad have to do to unleash an interesting butterfly fact? I don't know, follow, subscribe, etc. Hi Emma, hi 1999, hi Hardware Guy, hi Mike, hi Ozo, hi Royus. I was gonna say hi Cat Babble, but I think Cat Babble might lose a streak today. I think Cat might lose a streak. Edwin, so it depends. It depends which police car you're talking about. And like this building is through the Department of Transportation. So it's technically still a public building. Just kind of depends. Yeah, so today is gonna be a very short stream. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer just so we get to a level where I don't have to say it over and over again. And then we'll talk about kind of what happened today and what's going on. I don't know if, here's the thing, Sunday, Cat prepares for, I was gonna say the worst, but it kind of is the worst. It's his job that he's preparing for, and he's not as able to answer stuff like that, and I think he's enjoying some wonderful puzzles right now, or not puzzles, he either does puzzles or board games. Most of the time I think it's board games. So, oh no, Cat Babble's here! Dang, he couldn't lose a streak. Well, sorry Cat Babble, we all had faith that you would lose it. And by everyone, I just mean me. Okay, it's later. Regardless, today we're going monarch butterfly hunting. I really hope my mom gets to be in chat, but I think she's really busy. And I think she's probably pretty sad about what's going on right now. So I don't know if she'll be there, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to find some monarchs because even though they're really endangered, even though there's less and less of them, this is kind of their natural habitat. And Lexi did see milkweed on the way downtown yesterday on that bike ride. Yeah, I really need a haircut. My hair grew a lot. Oh, I'm not making it across. Dang. I wanted to make it across. Womp. Hi, Doc. Nice to see you. Do I have a good net? We don't need a net. What do you think I'm doing? Why would I need a net? If you have milkweed, you can get a butterfly. Hi, Ice. Nice to see you. You're right, that was a green taxi. Fun fact about the green taxis, you're not allowed to technically take them when they're in Manhattan going back. Their license is only for outside of Manhattan coming in. I'm glad you like the hat. I wore it because my mom loves the smiley guy. I actually was supposed to wear the smiley t-shirt, and somehow I walked out in this instead. Like, I remember thinking, okay, I have the smiley hat, I have the smiley shirt, I'm good to go. But this is in fact the World Cup shirt. This is not the smiley shirt. So I'm just operating on a different wavelength today. But hi, Robert. Hi, Lance. Hey, Rick. Nice to see you all. Thanks. Smiley, not smelly. Smiley. I think there's a plant that mimics it and it's bad. Yes, there is. I actually watched a whole thing on how to identify the difference between milkweed and the super poisonous milkweed, but it is the same circle, but the one I was thinking of was the one that I wore all the way downtown that's on the thumbnail. That's why I chose that for my thumbnail today. But it's fair. So, but today will probably be a short stream. Lexi asked me to have a very short stream today. So, I told her all bets were off if we got a very big raid. But we typically don't get raided that much on Sundays. So, I think we're good. It's not spoiled milkweed. Nice try though. Nice try. Nice try, my friend. Trying to type something out. One sec. Nature by water. Monarch butterfly. Oh, too long. I love, like, so much how every time I try to write butterfly, instead of butterfly being the suggested emote, it gives me butter. Every time. Which, there is a video game that I absolutely adore called Don't Starve. And the only way, like, it doesn't have, like, cows in the game, and it also doesn't have milkweed. So you would think that you would be able to get, like, milk out of, like, the butter or milk in the game out of, like, milkweed, or I don't know, the beefalo, because it's still a starve. But instead you get them by getting butterflies, and that's how you either get butterfly wings or you get butter. But butter is very rare. But that's a whole other thing. But, so Lexi said that it's all the way down on 29th. There's a lot more people here today than I thought there would be. Well, we have our jar. So we have our jar that we can use. And I loved it because it has a handle on it. So when we get the, if we find the Monarchs and we get our hands on one, they go in here. So we just got to keep our eyes open. And we're going to talk about the different facts and stuff too. Hi, Engelbert. Nice to see you. I'm trying to... Can somebody repeat their butterfly fact? Did you tell Mom I was going on, Lexi? Because I feel like she would really like to know. I'll just tell her. You probably fell asleep. So what we kind of want to look for is a black-eyed Susan, purple cone flowers, which are technically echinacea. If I say any of the words wrong, I'm sorry, I'm doing my best. Green antilliform milkweed. I have never heard it called... Oh, okay, wait. There are several forms of milkweed. That's why I'm confused. Okay, so there's common milkweed, that one I know. Milkweed that has pink flowers. Butterfly milkweed, which is orange. So, but we also have to keep an eye out because there is a fake caterpillar as well, because there's a monarch butterfly, but there's also a black swallowtail, which it is sometimes mistaken for. Hi Tonester, hi everyone. If you are excited that we are basically sort of in nature today, you know, watching the birds and stuff like that, tap the screen, share, etc. Isn't that really pretty? Hi Marnie, I hope you had a good drive when I saw you. Thank you 7 Lives for the Dino Tycoon too. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe about a half hour. Maybe when we find the first milkweed plant, or when I get down to where we think the milkweed is, then I'll talk to you about kind of what's going on. Because we were supposed to be on it too today because we had a really cool opportunity, but I had to move it, and so it's going to be a different day. So it's not like this K-pop opportunity isn't happening. It just had to be moved. But I also kind of want to talk about, like, because we can't go to Wisconsin anymore and a bunch of other stuff. So, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Thank you, Hardware, for the dino, the roses, and the popular. Thank you for sharing the stream as well. Sharing is a super free way to help out and is underutilized heavily. 6-10-1. There used to be a whole controversy with these quartz, because these quartz, in fact, were getting, like, the reservation system was getting filled up with, like, coaches, like professional coaches. Oh my goodness, how did all those break? And so they were basically using the public tennis courts for their private for their private classes. So, thank you for the treasure clove. I thought I was looking at the plants, but to be honest, I don't know what I'm looking for. You and Mom were always the ones to find them. You just told me, like, the plants are over here, go look for them. Thank you for the treasure, Ketonester. Like, I feel like that's one of them. Like, I think these are them. Like, I'm almost positive this is milkweed. Like, this is milkweed. The only way I know for sure to check is by breaking it, which I don't really want. Look at that. Look at that. All of those tiny child, they are not flowering yet. We're trying to find ones that look like they've been bitten on. Because we're trying to find, because I know what would make Lexi really happy is if we found, I don't want to go into the bike lane, but I feel like I've got to get to the other side. We're trying to find ones. I'm pretty sure. What do you mean by look for eggs? You mean like how these ones have like a bunch of like yellow on them? Thanks for following. Wait, is this it? Are these the eggs? Oh, come on. No, don't tracking enable on it. But is that what the eggs look like? I've never actually tried to find the caterpillars based on the eggs. So, okay. We have to remember that it's here. And this one will maybe have them later. Because if those are the, I don't remember what the caterpillar eggs look like. But that one isn't going to help us today, but maybe later. Nope, it's aphids then. I don't like aphids. Oh my God, so many aphids. By the way, if you guys see the caterpillars, like, you let me know, because it wouldn't be the first time, by the way, that I would not notice where stuff is. Thank you, Tonester, for reminding people to follow. I might just make you a mod on TikTok, but I would really like you to join our Discord if you haven't already. I can't remember who on TikTok is in our Discord and who isn't. I was actually just kind of hoping that this would be done in like 30 minutes. I will say we should try and find some ladybugs as well. I do really like ladybugs. Ah, honeybee. There are actually a lot of hives out in Manhattan. I know a lot of people like don't think of Manhattan as like having kind of wildlife, but it does. Okay, so these have more flowers. So we just have to keep our eye open now for more milkweed, okay? I mean, I don't see any milkweed in the immediate future. So we got to keep going downtown more. You're from Indonesia? Hey! Nice to see you. This is the helicopter run for Blade. So Blade, Central Park will probably have milkweed in it. The reason that I chose maybe I'll talk once we're past the helicopter. How about that? Hi, Howard. That's real loud. Thanks for reposting, Leah. So the reason that I chose the Hudson River Parkway is because they do have a concerted effort to plant more flowering plants specifically for butterflies. Yeah. So this helipad is kind of like Uber, but for helicopters. So Blade is like really well known in New York City. So some of their most used routes are to the Hamptons and to each of the airports. But they're really well known. Oh yeah. This typically isn't part of it, but I'm trying to find caterpillars and monarch butterflies because they should be around here. But yeah, so, and then on our, kind of all around us is a lot of the work for the new tunnel going on as well. So nothing's gonna happen right here. But we will eventually get to more butterflies. So this is, for those of you just tuning in, we are currently in Manhattan. This is the Empire State Trail, like where we typically do bike rides down, or the Hudson River Parkway, except I'm a pedestrian today. God forbid, I have to walk with my own 2 feet. And we are trying to find monarch butterflies and their caterpillars. So, how long has it been? But well, those are orange flowers. So maybe they'd be around here. I think the unfortunate thing is this is like part of their butterfly garden. This is part of their gardens. You can see it with like the different flowers, but this part is always locked. So if we could find some milkweed around here, that's where I would bet that we'd have a high chance. So the season is only from June through September. Well, the problem is the bike lane's all screwed up right there because of the construction that they're doing here for the new tunnel. So, but if you guys are excited that I still went live today, even though it's going to be a shorter time today, and you're on TikTok, please tap the screen, please share. I know it's not like a big event or anything like that, but basically what's going on right now is that Lexi's pretty sick. So Lexi's pretty sick today. She thought that she was having like allergies and asthma yesterday, but she's actually pretty sick. So we're no longer going to Wisconsin. Oops. Why did it do that on TikTok? Sorry about that. So we're no longer able to go to Wisconsin because I can't get my parents sick. I can't get my godmother sick. There's a bird. That's not what we're looking for. We were looking for monarch butterflies, but that was a pretty bird. So I am currently not sick. The chance of us getting sick is pretty high though. So that's why I'm kind of like not with a lot of people to just kind of see how it kind of pans out. I'm gonna see how I feel tomorrow. Is that rhubarb? I think that's rhubarb. Just really freaking tall rhubarb. So I can't stream anymore in Wisconsin because I'll be here, and I'll have to choose a different time for the Wisconsin trip. She will get better. It's just right now she's kind of really, really, really out. Like she's been sleeping a lot. You know, and I have something that I need to go to tomorrow. If I feel well, I'm gonna go and wear a mask. If I don't feel well, you won't see me tomorrow. But if we're all feeling better by like Wednesday or Thursday, you consider it like a normal stream week. Okay? So I have to stay like as careful as possible too and not overextend myself, because if I want to have my surgery done, which I should do, I can't afford to get super sick. It's just not a possibility. Hi, Din. Oh my God. Okay. So this area had the black-eyed Susans. It had the, I forget what it's called, but the pine coney stuff. Not pine cone, but it kind of looks like a thistle, but it's not. It's got a much more like daisy-like petal to it. But this appears to be milkweed. The other really good sign is I see a bunch of holes in the leaf. But I don't see any freaking caterpillar on it. I wonder what these are. They almost look like tomatoes or something. But they're not. They're tiny. So I wonder what those berries are gonna be. Oh my God, what are these? I don't know what these things are. Are those aphids? Just giant? I've only seen aphids when they're really tiny, but look at that with like, here, let me zoom in really as far as I can. Like, what is that? Like, what are those? Oh, I was wondering why. I guess my sound got turned down. One sec. What do you mean you don't like it? Those are ants? Yeah, first the thunderstorms were hiding from Allie. Now caterpillars are hiding from me. There is only one egg and it's tiny. Whatever. I know rest is the best. I do not want to come home empty-handed though. I see a really nice giant milkweed over there, but it's behind the glass. No, it's behind the fence. Okay, let's try to find another one. I don't think they look like ants. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God. Okay, we have one milkweed there. We have another milkweed over there. Are you milkweed? Can we Well, you can like nature. Wait, they are my friends, don't be bad with them? What are you talking about? I'm not gonna harm the caterpillars. I'm trying to find the caterpillars and then raise them, and we can have them be called this, and then we're going to release it into the wild. Because unlike, I don't know, a squirrel or an eagle, like, unlike those types of things, butterflies don't have the same kind of mental capacity. So if we raise them in captivity, it's not like it's going to, I mean, so there was actually, I actually will say that there was a Japanese kid that won like a huge science prize because he proved that caterpillars could actually recognize like who raised them, but it's not quite the same. So that is such an interesting study that he did, but he basically could prove that, and he did it without harming them either. He found a specific chemical that the caterpillars do not like, literally. So he found like a chemical that the caterpillars don't like, but it doesn't hurt them. And so he was able to prove that they would remember with certain people's like voices or like certain events that would happen, that the caterpillars would avoid that area because they knew that that is where or when that scent would come in. And they even figured that out after the caterpillar after the caterpillar turned, like, crystallized and basically turned into a butterfly, they found that those same butterflies would still avoid that same stimuli. And what's really cool about butterflies, my friends, is that butterflies do not just, like, you know, grow wings or whatever. They basically completely make their bodies dissolved. Completely dissolve it. And then what they do is they kind of from the ground up end up kind of putting all the cells and blocks together. I can look it up in a second. I just want to carefully look through these teeny little plants. Right, it was a kiddo. Well, I don't really want the butterfly, because this is the other ones that I love. Like, as a kid, I found a school near me that had a bunch of these. And basically, like, this one's getting close, but there comes a point where it's only seeds left. And these are perennials, so it'll drop and they'll come back. But I took all the seeds. And to this day, at my parents' house, we have it. Oops. I know people on TikTok. Can somebody check to see if TikTok is going okay? Maybe they just don't like walking around in nature. I'm not sure. Which would be fair. I've kind of cultivated a city dweller view over there. So they just don't like talking to me. God forbid they care about science and facts. If I have to carry this around the whole stream and we don't find a single caterpillar, what am I gonna do? Why is it telling me I need a co-host? I do not want to co-host Jack, because no other creator is with me out here trying to find butterflies. The other option is we could go on the other side of this butterfly park by the bikes. That's the other option. I feel like TikTok is not actually doing well. I feel like it's glitching. Like, Tonester, is it glitching? Yeah, I think there's like an issue with the actual phone potentially.
I totally agree.
Because it's not, so typically what happens when the phone lags, yeah, but the hiccups shouldn't be coming from the data. So I wonder if it's my phone itself that's having issues? Because it says good connection. No, but I think it's not showing up as a glitch because it's not the data. It's the actual camera. So I might have to just restart the phone. We'll see if it gets better or not. But I don't think it is. Actually, why don't I try switching which phone it's on? Why don't I try that? I'm gonna try switching phones, folks. Yeah, where is SpongeBob? Yeah, that's not good. All right, I'm gonna try to switch phones, okay, folks? Let's see if this fixes it. Why does it say I have to end? Oh, I'm not updated. Sorry, TikTok. Sorry, Twitch. Sorry, YouTube. I'm apparently not up to date on my app. Maybe that's why. Okay, it's gonna pause for a second. Okay, and then I should be able to resume it. Or not. Or it'll just end. I forget. Flip and forget it. There's an actual monarch butterfly! Of course there'd be an actual monarch when I'm in the middle of teching it out. Oh. I see a real monarch. Come on. You gotta follow him. So there's one right here. Uh-oh. I will show you, but I guess I touched the lens in my excitement. So one sec. I got so excited I touched the TikTok lens. And so it was all blurry. Okay. Oh my God, did you just run away from me, monarch butterfly? I literally just saw them. They were right here. Oh, for freak's sake. Well, there's some pretty bees. I'm going to have to get... But like, where's my monarch that was right here? There he is. I see him. Or her, whatever. They were up there by the bird. Oh, come back. This isn't fair. Every time I try to take a picture of you, you fly away. I didn't forget anything on the table. Thank you for double checking though. Okay, so we saw a monarch butterfly here. I don't remember, Lexi. Maybe you could tell me. There he is. There he is. There he is. See, he's going through there. He's right there. He's right through there. Okay, I'm gonna set this down for a second. And then I'm gonna attach the jug. All right, folks. I've now attached it. By the way, is TikTok better now? Like it's not continuing to glitch, right? There they are. There they are. She's right there. That's the Monarch. Hi, Tony. Because I have this on another phone, I think my best option, because I can't zoom in any further on this camera, is to maybe, let's zoom out. I'm trying really hard to just set this out without taking out any flowers. Okay. Then we're gonna go. It does feel like Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie, but I wonder why this camera jumps around more. Oh, there they are. They flew away. Okay, so we gotta keep walking. We're gonna keep searching. You can't see anything right now. We're gonna keep trying, okay? Because they helped build this whole butterfly garden specifically for the monarchs. Oh my God, there's 2 of them. Oh my God, I wish. This is NYC. Oh my God. They're like so fast. Come on. Stop going so fast. Butterfly! Right by the compost tin. That is a monarch butterfly. So we have to find, okay, so I feel like because we see them right here. What are those awful looking things? Okay, this is not a caterpillar, but I don't know what this is. I don't like the look of it. If that's a lanternfly, it can die. By the way, if you don't know lanternflies, they're an invasive species and they kind of take over. But I think that's a nymph of a lanternfly. I'm not 100% sure. I am just spitballing. I am guessing on that one. I am not an entomologist. I just am trying to find a monarch butterfly caterpillar, okay? It could be a beetle. I don't know. I don't want to get too close to it, but I do want to check out that plant because there's a lot of holes in it. And I feel like this might be a good spot because there's lots of holes in it, so there might be, oops. Because I want to see, like, we're trying to find caterpillars. That is not a roach. I know what a roach looks like, and that's not it, my friends. No butterflies on that one. And by butterflies, I mean caterpillars. Let's go to the next one. We're just trying to find one solitary caterpillar so we can name them. Or at least say we found one. We already saw the adults. Because like this is part of my childhood. Every year we would get off the highway where there were like tons of farms, and they'd just be like on the road, you know, and then we'd have to like search for them, and we'd find like tons of caterpillars like every year, because my mom was a kindergarten teacher, so she would have like a whole butterfly unit and would raise them every year. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. These plants are kind of fragile. If I was a butterfly, I'd choose this one because it's a major plant. This is like worse than a needle in a haystack because I want it so badly. Uh-oh. Maybe, would it be better, would you guys prefer, because there's a whole bunch right here. Do you prefer that I'm close up to it? Or should you just, do you want to prefer that I like talk to you guys as I try to like spelunk through it? You tell me, okay? But if you like history, if you like facts, if you like events that are happening in New York City, like, make sure you follow our channel because it's free. Like this one has a lot of like activity. But no caterpillar. This one also, why are there so many leaves with holes in them and not a single caterpillar? This just isn't. Like, I am not. Oh my God. Can you see it now? I'll show you too, TikTok, I promise. I'm sure that's. It's a boy. We don't want the boys. We only want the girls. Because the girls are what lay the eggs. Why not? No, it said, no, because we've had them. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. They're not all butterflies by now, first off, because we've been able to find them when school started. School doesn't start in July. School starts in late August. Yeah, there was one. But it hasn't been that hot. I don't think it's been that hot out. It's actually been a pretty cold summer. We at least got to see the, oh my God, there's our beetle friend. Come on, focus on the right thing. Look at how cool that guy is. Now that I can see that it's not a lanternfly, I like that Pokemon. No, so here's the thing. I will never be catching the butterflies themselves. Are you effing kidding me? So I'm just unlucky today. Oh, wow. So basically what happened, the reason I was so excited right there. Okay, so I don't know if you saw the butterfly go right past me. They stepped on my thing and then kept going. I thought they were gonna stop. Come back here, butterfly. Your eggs are mine. So this is a monarch butterfly. It's an endangered species. Oh, by the way, one of my favorite restaurants, the Frying Pan, is right there. I think we should go on the other side. Why would you bring salt water? It's a Bug's Life NYC edition. I think what I might end up doing, because this camera is like usually the best camera, I might want to switch it to, I think there are ticks. I think there are ticks in, oh my God, please. Sit down right in front of me, butterfly. I don't have patience for this. I really dislike aphids. Like, I don't know how to tell you all this, just how much I dislike aphids. I find them creepy. There's too many of them. And they're everywhere while doing this. I want my mom awake. I know she's taking a nap right now, but I feel like the minute she wakes up and comes on stream is the minute we will finally find a monarch butterfly caterpillar. I feel it in my soul, is that they're just waiting for her to be there. What the hell is telescopic pregnancy? Talk to me more about this fact. What is a telescopic pregnancy? Thank you, Toaster, I appreciate you. I'm trying really hard not to like trample any of the plants. Oh God, that's awful. Oh, right, okay, so if you didn't know, butterflies will choose blood over, so what happens with butterflies is that they will choose blood over sugar water if given the option, because there's salt and a bunch of good things that are in blood that is very difficult for them to procure. So they will typically choose blood or salt water over sugar water. Just doing my due diligence over the fence, okay? Now this one's been ripped to shreds. I don't know what ate that one, but I'm not a huge fan of, I mean, I really like the pictures of the crocodiles and stuff swarmed by butterflies, because it's like, yes, they can feel bonita as well. So if they come in like waves, did that just mean that we got a bad wave, and that if we try again like another day, there's gonna be a ton of them? Insect outreach? It's been pretty cold this year. So it's not like we've had huge long stretches of very hot weather. So it's not like a bunch of the butterflies would get killed off. I kind of want to go deep in there. Maybe I'm just being too thorough and I should just do like a quick, just a quick check and then keep moving. Like if I don't have to look at every leaf. I just kind of have to eyeball it quickly. See, this is why I'm really this is why I do great at Pokemon. I just try to go fast, fast, fast. But I don't know what the correct way to find a caterpillar is. And do you guys prefer the love of the sport or hunting, or are you all in it for the facts? There are no giant garden streters. Are you kidding me? Isn't it late afternoon right now? But isn't it the right temperature right now?
The Jersey ones are still there's one or two going off and no one's paying attention because these ones are so great. There's gonna be 60,000 fireworks and about $6 million spent on this firework.
Tell me if you see one. Hi everybody. Hey everyone. If you're new, my name is Allie. I am one half of the DinomiteTwins. We do outdoor IRL here in New York City. I have an identical twin sister, and she is currently rather sick. So we had a different plan today, which was really cool. And we're gonna have to do it next weekend. I was also supposed to go to Wisconsin, can no longer go to Wisconsin. But that means that we're gonna be here in New York. If I am not sick tomorrow, because I am not sick right now. I'm not. But I'm trying to do a chiller stream because I don't want to be around people in case I don't have symptoms, but you know what I mean? I'm just trying to be smart about it. And so instead of doing what we were going to do, which would have been in enclosed space with people, what we're doing right now is we are trying to find monarch butterflies and their offspring, caterpillars. So if you want to help with that, We're doing a lot of facts as well while we search. We are right outside the butterfly garden at Hudson River Parkway. And there's a lot of milkweed here, and that's what the caterpillars take. So thank you so much for the raid, April. If you are new, if you like Broadway, if you like kind of outdoor IRL stuff as well, make sure you check her out. If you don't know us, consider following us as well, because following is 100% free. Thank you, Toadster, as well. So that should kind of give you a little bit of a heads up on what we were up to today, or what we're up to today. But I'm hoping to find one, not only because it's nostalgic, and I really want like a caterpillar to raise and be able to talk about that life cycle, especially because they are like a piece of the New York wildlife that most people don't actually realize are a thing here, you know? Like everybody thinks of the pigeon, everybody thinks of the rat, you know, but they don't necessarily think of, you know, the monarch butterfly. And they should, especially since they're endangered and need to be protected, you know? Just a sec. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing, Wins. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide. So every time we get like a subscription, we hide like little pigeons. Okay, are we not? Blink. Okay, whatever. You think it'll stay up there? But that's where I'm gonna put the pigeon. And then let me double check, because I think I might have missed it while I was doing my other little intro. Thank you for the 100 Bits Network. Ooh, and April subscribed as well. Okay, so I'll have to do another one. Thank you for the 100 bits. I'm gonna put one over here. I can't get the pigeon in focus. So because this has been such kind of a little bit of a stream where we haven't had much luck, I'm gonna put this little dumpster fire near my favorite restaurant of the summer. Yay. So the dumpster fire is in front of the frying pan. I'm gonna take a picture. Oh. I'm also getting distracted by that you monarch butterfly, Alexandra butterfly, I thought. All right, let's go back. So you say I have to go to the base of the plant? Oh, sorry, Lexi. You're supposed to be taking a nap. So, okay, we want to go, you said towards the base of the plant? I thought that they're supposed to be at the top. Well, the Queen Alexandra butterfly is incredibly endangered. So I don't even know if it, Oh my God. We have a ladybug. Not what we actually wanted, but please, thank you so much, Chef Maki. Let's try and get to the next level of the hype train. I'm trying to see, like, I don't really want to, like, go into the spiky plant that's right here, but I really want to check the other plants. We have 1 minute. Can we make it? 1 minute on the hype train, folks. So usually, if I remember right, they aren't typically like on the top. They typically end up on the bottom of the leaves because they're harder for birds to spot them. And we're trying to look for like where there's like a bunch of like holes and stuff in the leaves. Like that one to me looks incredible, but it's behind this spiky plant and I don't really want to get destroyed. But if we get to the next level of the hype train, I'm going for that plant. Oh my God, 30 seconds. So the reason that it's called milkweed, kind of see it on this, is that it secretes. Oh my God, thank you for gifting those 5 tier 1 subs. Oh, for goodness sake. It's, but it secretes like a milky substance. Okay. It's the right mic. Okay, let's try. What about the stem? Okay, so I'm trying to go around the spiky plant. Figured out why the mic doesn't work. The mic fell off. I figured out why, guys. I forgot the mic was not, I forgot the mic fell off me. The mic fell off me, folks. I was basically just moaning about how mad I was about the spiky plant being in the way. It's not the wrong mic. This is the right mic. I know for a fact this is the right mic. Yeah, the mic certainly would sound better, wouldn't it? All right, I'm actually gonna switch it out because I think it's actually gonna Dans le jungle, the mighty jungle. The caterpillar hides from me. I want to raise you into a monarch. Where are the FUC? But yeah, if you can get us to the next hype train, I'd really appreciate it, since those things are really, really pointy. We gotta be even more careful than I thought. I am annoyed. After all this, I would have bet money that there was one on this one, because there's so many holes in the milkweed. Like, it looks like it was decimated. All right, slightly different viewpoint, slightly different angle, my friends. I am careful, Dark Thunder. Careful you don't knock the... I think they have a pretty... I mean, they have an incredibly good... They have a pretty good thing. By the way, if you want last minute hype train, it's either just ended or about to end. Oh, well, it just ended. But thank you, everybody, especially DeRay, who helped make sure that we get another level. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me and trying to help me find this caterpillar. I am starting to feel... I thought my phone was ringing, and it was it was a biker's phone behind me. Okay, like this is where they should be, like right here, because they like the butterfly milkweed, which is in there. They like black-eyed Susan, which is right here. They like literally all of these plants. So where are you? I even had a whole jug that I took. I guess it's a good thing I didn't punch holes in the jug yet. Hi, Mom. I found a bunch of bees. I found some actual monarchs, but no caterpillars yet. Maybe I should literally just make a list of all the things that we've tried to do on stream and it's failed, so that people who try to be like streamers, they know that you can still succeed even if you fail. Mom, you would know. You said they're on the bottom of the leaves, right? They're not like just hanging out on the top. Like you gotta flip them over, right? I just want to know, because I've been flipping them over to look under the leaves as well. And I just want to know if that's just not necessary, because we could go so much faster if we just had to look at the tops. Yeah, Mom's here. My mom was a kindergarten teacher for many years. Of course, it can be anywhere. My mom was a kindergarten teacher for many years. and raised many a monarch. Lexi was like, with your luck, you'll find one, and then a pigeon will immediately find it and eat it before you can get it safely in the jug. I think not finding them is still better than that, though I guess for clips I would say that the latter would be, or the former would be better than the latter. I have to also get Lexi soup today. Oh my God, I was almost just taken out by a one wheel. Holy moly. There was no reason that one wheel needed to be so close to me. I am. I've been checking ones farther in. We found butterflies. You know, it'd be really ironic if I could like see one through the fence. Yeah, thank you for having me on in. If you're new, my name is Allie. I'm one half the Diamond Twins. The other twin is sick. Like sicker than a dog, like very sick. Not dying, but just sick. So it's just me today. And because I don't know if I'll get sick, I'm just kind of laying low today and trying to stay away from a bunch of people. And that's really interesting because and so we were actually trying to find monarch butterflies and their caterpillars. So we've already found a couple monarch butterflies. But we have not found any caterpillars yet, okay? If you like history, if you like culture, if you like science facts, we went through a lot of them. Like why would my audio be out of sync? It should be back now. I think the data comes up and down. So I just have to be really consistent on the mic. But basically Lexi's sick. We're trying to find monarch butterflies and their caterpillar. And we already found the I think my mic might have just died. Yeah, the mic's out of juice. I think we're gonna give it like 15 minutes in its box to charge. All right. So the mics are off because apparently I thought I charged my microphone. Apparently I didn't. Womp womp. But let's keep looking. My plan is to basically look throughout this entire garden on the bike side because we looked on the other side and there weren't as much milkweed, but there's a ton of milkweed here. So my plan is to go through all of this and then we'll see how we feel, but we might have to call it a day after that. So put a 1 in chat if you feel like we're gonna find it. Oh my God, Tonester, that is an excellent gift to put here. Thank you so much, Tonester. Uh-oh. This... Alright, let's go look here. But we already talked about how butterflies like blood. What else did we need to talk about? You just gotta keep looking. Oh God, I hate those beetles. I don't hate the beetles. They just scare me because they're bright orange and they come out of nowhere. They are not bad. They are not bad beetles. They like crawl out of nowhere and they like give me a heart attack every time. And they're like everywhere. I'm also starting to get annoyed with them because I suspect that those beetles are the reason that there's a ton that look like they're eaten to hell. I should have just titled it, Finding a Needle in a Haystack. That's what I should have titled this. But yeah, I feel like they're the reason that we're seeing a ton of milkweed that's eaten up. And it's them. It's them. It's their fault. They're eating milkweed. And so every that one's gotta have a caterpillar. One of those stupid beetles is on it. I will say, I now have to, of course, do more research on those beetles because I don't know anything about them. Like, I know nothing about them. More of those stupid beetles. You are quite lovely. You look almost like a ladybug that's been elongated. I get it. And you're hungry too. And there's many of you. But I want a gorgeous influencer who is long, skinny, and bright yellow. And they will turn into one of the most beautiful butterflies ever. No offense, but you're not what I want. Not today. Ever. You're not coming home with me. I'm trying to put a beetle in its place. Watch. I won't even be on randomly find. I won't even. That guy looked like a Twitch streamer. See, that's it. There's like tons of them everywhere. And every time I think, oh my God, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what's making the rustling. That thing shows up. So I don't know. It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey. It's not the goal. No, I still want the butterfly, okay? So much has gone wrong. Let's not get that wrong. But I feel like I deserve a monarch butterfly. I have no idea what these flowers are, by the way, but they're quite lovely. I know as kids there was a couple of these like by our house, and we would take these like as kids, and we would get these wet and make a natural dye with them. Thank you so much. I'm glad you think this is very fun. So maybe I'll check after dark, but what we would do is we would wet this, or we'd take and we'd twist these, and it'll create like, I don't know if you can see it. I was trying to, it's hard without the water because I forgot the water. But you can get like, you can kind of see it on my fingers. You can get like a really nice like purple color out of it. But it's even better if you like put them all in water and then it gets like all in there and then you can like squeeze it and mulch it. As a kid, ooh, that kid almost went down. But as a kid, I used to make like natural dyes. All right, let's move to the next spot. I hope this is boring enough that Lexi's asleep. Mom, they're never on the tiny ones, right? Like they're only on the tall, like super tall ones, right? Like if they're only this big, they're not gonna be on it. It's gotta be like a big plant, right? God, there's so many aphids on that one. I'm not touching that one. That one is like aphid city, like. Ugh. I know what I'm gonna, like, can somebody look up if there's like a ton of like aphids and stuff? Do the aphids like get rid of the caterpillar? I ask because this whole section right here is really full of aphids. Like every single one of those plants look like this or hatched aphids. Watch, I'll be like walking on my way somewhere, or like I'll have to stop my bike and I'll just see one and I like just watch. Like I'm not gonna see one until I'm off screen.
fighting bugs, I would say. I just don't like the beetles, but it's not like the beetles are gonna hurt me. I just don't like them. The real question, my friends, is if I can convince the Park Service to let me in there. Look at how many there are on the other side. Like how many milkweeds. It looks like Jurassic Park in there. Like you can't tell me. We will find one. People said we weren't gonna get to see the Queen, and we were the only people that could see her. And this is another type of monarch, right? I think Lexi's really put me on a straight up wild goose chase. Why did my mom just always find these things? Kind of already here, let me show you guys. Okay, so this one, I don't know if somebody crashed into it on its bike or what, but you can kind of see like the milky sap part of it, and that's why it's called milkweed. Okay, this is not what we need. This is not what we need, but it's cool. This is not what we need, but he's really cool. Oh my God, okay. Let's see if I can. Okay, I might have to switch cameras and try and show you guys. Oh no, where'd you freaking go, man? Are you? So insects. Did you really go? I swear it was a praying mantis. I swear.
What are you doing?
Oh my God. This is not a praying mantis. But this one is. It's not poison. They wouldn't put anything that's poison here. It's not a praying. This is not a praying. Look at that. I don't know what that thing is. It is cool. What is that? I'll show you too, TikTok. Quick, identify it. Oops. What are you? You're so cool. Look at that. What is it? It's so cool. What is it? But you guys all got to see whatever the heck that was. It was cool though, right? Not what we're looking for. I changed it, you guys, already. I showed you guys. Okay, I'll show you guys the cool bug one more time. Actually, don't remember where it was. Shoot. Where did we see you? I don't remember where we saw it now. I think it's gone, folks, because I don't remember where I saw it. Not that it's gone. I'm saying, like, I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Right there. Look at it. I have to zoom down. Trying to... This camera is not... There we go. You can't miss it now. Like, if you say you still don't see the cool bug, I have no help for you. Look at how cool that thing is. What is it? Isn't that sweet, though? It's so cool. We are never gonna... I don't know. Twitch clip this thing. But what is it? I actually almost thought it was a chameleon at first because it has like the kind of shape. So we still haven't found we still didn't find the thing we wanted, but hey, do you guys remember when I went looking for cool stuff after? Remember when we, you know, we saw the blessing of the bicycles? And then I thought that maybe I was gonna help a cat. And then I got attacked by said cat. Don't know why, but I'm starting to feel those vibes, right?
this would be better than Central Park. This is legit. So behind us, behind this fence, is a specific butterfly garden. They built this to help with butterflies. But like, this is specifically bad reception. I think the reception's fine. Thank you so much for coming on in, Logan. Thanks for gifting that heart. Thank you everybody that's like been following and sharing and stuff. I know it's kind of like a chill stream, but yeah, and we also sometimes have data issues in Central Park, especially when it's this busy. Remember, this is also to stay away from people until I figure out like if I'm sick or not. Because usually Roxy gets sick and then I get sick, and this way I can be away from people, get a pretty good data source, and on top of it, this is a butterfly garden right here. It was specifically built by the Park Service to help get more butterflies here. So every plant that's in here is either to help for butterflies, dragonflies, or hummingbirds. I have not seen a hummingbird here, but I recognize some of these plants are hummingbird plants. Yeah, I did move away from the mic because the mic is charging. Let's see if the mic's charged now. Oh yeah. I think we're charged enough. What do you mean, Tonya? Tanya, sorry. Okay, you should probably hear me better now if you're on TikTok or Twitch. Okay. Next victims. I'm just trying to like not trample a single flower while I do this. There. Good. No flower hurt. Well, look at all the amount of milkweed we have here. We have tons of milkweed, just not a single caterpillar. Very soon we might have to give up. I don't know what these things are. Those are kind of interesting. But we wanted to check here. Hi, Network. Nice to see you. Did I just forget how long we spent looking for caterpillars? Hi, Natune. You always come in on my strangest streams. Nice to see you. We're looking for monarch butterflies because Lexi's really sick today. And so I couldn't do what I wanted to do with a bunch of people. Also, the amount of people that are like adamantly beeping at me. I'm not in the way of, oops. I'm not like in the way of the bikes, like literally at all. Uh-oh. Thank you for following, firefighter. I appreciate you. I'm gonna edit my TikTok goal so that we have a butterfly. Where is the butterfly? Oh my God, a sleepy caterpillar. Oh my God, that's perfect. They're kind of expensive, but it suggested I use the butterfly ones. I know, and we saw so many. We saw so many that have holes on them. Okay, Hardware told me what it is. He found what it is. It's a longhorned grasshopper, maybe? About 8,000 predominantly nocturnal insects that are related to crickets. Those things are cool though. Just saying. Metamorphosis was the gift. Well, that was such a cool gift. Thank you though for the firefighters. Oh, Jen. You're the one that keeps giving me good advice. So here's the issue with the whole situation is it looks like there's a lot of beetles, and those beetles are specifically also eating the milkweed. So the issue is I'll see ones that are like super full of holes, and then there's like a ton of beetles and no caterpillar. And I don't know if those milkweed beetles like take out the caterpillars. Like this one has no. Which one? I think you can technically own these. I mean, they are endangered, so like I'm not going to, like if we find a caterpillar, we're gonna raise it, we're gonna talk about its journey, like, and what, you know, the chrysalis does and what it is, because there's so much cool stuff that happens, because basically it doesn't just like grow wings. It literally mulches everything in its body. And then somehow all those cells come back together. And so there's a lot of people that are actually studying it to figure out how that switch in the cells happen. Because if they could figure that out, they'd be able to help with a lot of genetic diseases or other treatments as well. Because understanding how a cell turns from one thing to another would make such a big difference, especially like if you think of it from like a transplant organ or even growing different organs. Like, how does that happen? Why does it happen? And butterflies are not like mammals or anything else like that. Like, they're insects. They are very different from us, but understanding how those cells work would be so helpful and have so many different applications. Wait, what would readily eat caterpillars? the way, Jen, if you're still on YouTube chat, how exactly did you find stream today? Like, this one has a lot of active eating on it, but nothing. Like, were you just like, the algorithm was like, you like Monarchs, here you go? Like, how did you find us today? But thanks everybody for coming on in. I know this isn't necessarily like what we typically do, but I think it would be really good. I also am kind of upset because I'm supposed to be making something for my mom. So when it's really raining later this week, maybe I'll just ban her and my dad. Or maybe I'll ban her. Yeah, I'll have to ban her and my dad maybe. Or tell them not to watch, because I might end up having to make it on stream and then ship it. A piece of it I shipped to my mom's house, which now doesn't matter because I'm not going to be there. Which I guess if she returns it, she'll find out what it is and ruin the entire surprise. Well, if it's treated with pesticides, I'll probably be breaking out eventually, but I don't think they would. And the reason I don't think they're going to is because this is specifically a butterfly garden. Like, why would you make a butterfly garden and then treat the milkweed so that it doesn't do its job? Oh, well then, never mind. Put a 1 in chat if you think we're gonna find one today. A 2 in chat if this was an experiment to hang out with the community. I really do appreciate you all being here today. I want my mom's opinion. I feel like, for some reason, I just thought when she showed up on stream, because she like found so many of them growing up, I just thought like, I just truly thought that like, when she showed up, like I would just immediately find one. Because I also thought, you know what, that would cheer Lexi up so much to be able to see one. You know, like, she's sick. She can't, like... Okay, this one is... I feel like cat babble would also give us a bunch of luck. Thanks, Tonester. Very superstitious writings on the wall. Yeah, well, I guess when you're 4 years old, it feels like I think right now she was resting with Nico quite a bit. Well, if chat really wants to put all their good luck towards something, I have an interview Monday of next week. So we have to hope that interview goes very well, because I really would love to, oh my God, what is that? Oh my God. That thing is cool. Okay. I don't know. Look at how shiny it is. Okay, I'm not sure. Look at how cool that is. It looks like metal. What is this one? Look at how cool it is. That one's really cool. I am scared of ticks, actually. I didn't think about it really. The good news is so I think when it comes to being banned on the platform, and then it also depends on the settings the streamer has. I don't know what type. We'll say, you know what's really cool about Victorian jewelry is it got pretty wild, and literally wild, because they literally would actually take beetles and create jewelry out of them while they were still alive. Crazy. Would not recommend. Kind of cruel to the animal, but also if you look at the way that the beetle's wings are and how shiny they are, I can understand why they were like, oh, that's a really cool thing. It kind of looks like a jewel already. Do those beetles, like, are they good for the environment? What is dog bane again? Isn't that the poison plants? There's literally a whole show that I like. I think I watched every episode during the pandemic, and it was all about how things that were in the household, there's so many of them, the cool beetles, that there were so many things that could take you out back in the day. And so it like went through a bunch of them. Come on, focus. Lexi's sick today. That's the one we were talking about. I don't know, guys. I think we might have to call it. I don't know why they did what they did. Culturally, things are very different back in the Victorian age. You saw what? Go back? You saw an actual caterpillar? If you saw the caterpillar, please let me know where you saw it, and try to be as specific as possible. Like, where? Where did you see it? TikTok, did you see it? Hi, Tommy. Praying mantises are really cool. And they're girls. It was on a stem. I need a little more specifics. Like, if you see it, just immediately clip it. Like, what was I talking about when you saw it? Okay. Oh my God. If you guys saw it, I'll cry. I'll be so happy. Honestly, if it's a mirage and it's not a real caterpillar, you know what? At least we tried. I was sure we'd get like 2. 1 for each of us. I was just like so sure. This one has a ton of holes on it. I don't know if I missed this plant before, but look. Yo, oops, sorry. Thank you for the follow. Twitch Domago. See, look at how many holes are on this one. I don't see any. Thank you, No Pope, for the heart me. Somebody on Twitch believes they saw it, so maybe we can find one. I guess while we wait to see if what they thought was what it was, I'm gonna double check to make sure it's 32%. That's not ideal. I know, but it's not microscopic. So we're gonna try and keep this phone charged. Yeah, it seems microscopic. Yeah, this is on the bicycle highway. I'm not like in the highway technically, I'm kind of in the gutter. But I'm hoping no network. It was correctly, no. Well, you know what? You made my day for a hot second. You gave us the tiniest bit of drama we could ever find. Yeah, thanks for coming on in, Frost. I appreciate you. So the pop-up in Brooklyn, we didn't get in it. But I would say that's a good thing because apparently Lexi's really sick, right? So I'm glad we didn't get in and we literally like weren't around a ton of people for a long period of time, you know? No, it's okay. I appreciate it. These are the beetles that I keep finding and that keep sometimes scaring me because I see movement out of the corner of my eye and I think that's gonna be a caterpillar, and I look and it's one of these guys. What also sucks is that they also like do eat a lot of the milkweed, but the caterpillar ones look more round. And I did find like one that looked like it had a bunch of the caterpillar, but like perfect, like more circular, but no dice there either. So Lexi has the flu, but not the lettuce flu. She doesn't have like the evil parasite that was on lettuce. She is very exhausted. She has like some respiratory stuff going on. Because of that, I'm just trying to stay away from people till I figure out if I'm like gonna be sick or not. So tomorrow I will probably be, I might stream. If I don't stream, I'm either gonna be working on content. These aren't dangerous. These are actually flowers for the milkweed. So these are actually milkweed flowers that haven't opened up yet. I might wait for these to open, and then hopefully once they open, they'll be more attractive to the butterflies, you know? But it's supposed to be thunderstorming next week, so. Should we call it a day? Technically, we still have this whole way down that we could do. What do you guys think? Should we just make sure that we check every plant that we can? Why does it keep changing the cam? Nikos, we could do an indoor stream, maybe. It is what it is. Because all of these don't look eaten up enough. Like this one has some activity. I don't think anybody would watch me on a sleeping cam. I don't like the red beetles. They're making too many potential false positives. Like I see holes in the plant and I go, is it from a caterpillar? Or was it from one of you guys? I also kind of wanted to go to the zoo again. So maybe I'll go to the zoo at some point. Let's see what the weather looks like, and I'll give you a little bit of a forecast for this week. Que sera, sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not hard to see. It's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. That's the free day at the zoo, so I guess I won't be doing the zoo on Wednesday. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. All right, folks. Are you coming to the tree? They strung up a man, they say he murdered 3. Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be. Oh my God, look, our shiny friend is back. Well, another one. All right. Thank you for the wink, wink, Fred. Thank you for the heart me, Blaze. Thanks for coming on in, TikTok. TikTok's really punishing me today, so it's been over 90 minutes. I tried my best. I didn't want to go down a fragment, but I think we're gonna have to. Yeah, this is the milkweed, but like if you look at it, like, I mean, there's a pretty ladybug and stuff, but I don't see any holes on it. Like there's no vegetation munching going on, you know? So So maybe I'll put on my calendar for June. But we saw some. We saw some monarchs. So maybe we'll have to do this again earlier in June. Well, don't say no butterfly was found yet. No butterfly was found yet would be the correct response. I still believe that we'll be able to find one. Ugh. Are you? Well, August is right around the corner. Like, August is this weekend. I don't know what the eggs look like. Like, that's the problem. And I haven't seen anything that looked like eggs. Besides aphids. Like, as much as I love monarch butterflies, I dislike aphids. Wow, look. We got a really cool moth. Does that count? I think that's a moth. second. It could be a butterfly. Because maybe I'm remembering wrong. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I feel like, isn't it like the butterflies, doesn't the moths have like fuzzy antlers? Not antlers, antennae. This is late July. This is late July. I knew I was right. This is the best time. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna write the Parks Department. I'm gonna ask them where I should be looking.
One down here.
You tagged over 50? Wouldn't they be on the plant? Wouldn't it be on the plant? Yes, that's what I was saying. That's why I'm tipping it over. Watch, I'm gonna redo this when Lexi feels better and she's gonna find like 50 of them. Like, I've been tipping the plants over. Like, I've been doing this. And looking. Ooh, there's a really pretty acorn over there, but we're not gonna go get that. So what I'm hearing is that I need to do this again, right? Yeah, I've only really seen like big holes munched through. So, well, we've done an entire perimeter around this. I don't think we technically tried these ones before. And these have the little circles, right? Are you even milkweed? I don't know. I've been looking at so many of these plants. I'm like, are you? You're milkweed. Well, it's not missing. Like, this one isn't really missing a whole leaf. Well, because I'm kind of going like this. So look at them. I don't know, folks. The wrong twin is here. Well, that's why we're trying to help find them here. Because if we find them here, they're normal. Because they're not really moving the same way. Huh. Well, okay, so we've done the entire perimeter, though I guess I haven't done it well enough. So I'm not sure the best way to go about it. Maybe we just walk back and, you know, hope for the best a different day. Okay? Because I feel like my skin's getting itchy. You know? But tomorrow we might go, if I'm feeling okay, if I'm not sick, then tomorrow I will be, tomorrow I'll be doing, like some celebrity hunting. So we're doing a lot of like hunting this week, I guess, because we were hunting for monarch butterflies and we found a lot of other really cool bugs. But we did not find the caterpillars that we were searching for. But I think we're gonna be doing some celebrity stuff tomorrow. And by we, I mean me. Alexandra is out for the count.
She's one of mine.
By Tuesday, I hope I'm not sick on Tuesday. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you guys, if you want to join our server, that's how I let people know, like, if I'm going to be live, if I have, like, a set schedule. I didn't expect to be here this week. So, because I didn't expect to be here, I didn't plan anything out for this week. So, right, Tuesday and Wednesday are thunderstorms. So we'll see. I might try. So tomorrow I might try to do some celebrity hunting. Tuesday, if I feel like it, if I'm not sick, I'll head to then I have to pick up some stuff because I have a secret thing for my mom I'm trying to do, but I mailed it. I'm avoiding Central Park. I'm avoiding Times Square. But if I'm doing well on Tuesday, I'm gonna try to avoid the thunderstorm. Or I don't know, maybe I'll just be in the thunderstorm, but I'm gonna try and find some stuff for my mom that I had shipped to her house instead. So maybe I can like build it and then just ship her the built product.
Sounding like a man giving me.
Say goodbye to the beautiful Blade helicopter. It's the same one going back and forth. My guess is because it's going that way, it's just going to the Newark airport. Because if it was like the Hamptons, it wouldn't be back yet. Oh yeah, I have to get her soup, don't I? I can tell Roy is, but well, here's the thing too. We have to make sure that I stay well for my thing coming up. I have an interview about other things, so just doing some scans, some last minute scans. Thank you for the follow, Alan Sai. Alan, I don't know if you're from the U.S. at all, but you might want to change the last part of your name or your username. Check the young plants? You mean the teeny weeny ones? Oh, hello, pretty songbird. I thought that they would be on the big ones. There were some young ones up this way. Good afternoon, Charles. But yeah, last person who followed, thank you so much for following. It's 100% free. But I do have questions on your last name. The 3 Ks in a row are a bit concerning, you know? Like, cause these ones, oops. Yes. So this is the Hudson. So this is the Hudson River Parkway. And the Intrepid is up there. I think the Intrepid's like in the 40s or 50s. Well, I guess I'm looking at them though. It's like I'm looking, like, wouldn't you see them? It's not that I'm going too fast. Like, I'm looking at these. Like, is that what you mean by a bump? Here, let me get my other phone out so I can look at it. I can take a picture. How about this? I'll take a picture of the bump and I'll ask you. No, I'm not scanning it with a phone app. Like, could that be one or no? I am not by the Staten Island at all. What's a beauty leaf? Scan the QR code. All right, guys, I'm petering out. I don't think there are any. because like you'd be able to see that there was some damage, right? Like, regardless, I think we're gonna just call it a day. Unless like one literally smacks me in the face, you know? Like if I look and I think, oh, that's a good plant. Thanks for the heart, me, and thank you for the metamorphosis, Dave. I really appreciate it. It looks like you like roses and farming. I mean, I love roses. Thank you though, everybody who's been gifting on TikTok. Thank you for making sure we did not lose our fragment. I mean, we do have 5 more hours and we kind of are on the edge, but I'm gonna hope we don't lose a fragment. I will say, I also don't do like matches or anything like that. So I don't think we'll ever get back into bee territory, and that's okay. I'd rather not beg for donations. I'd rather just be able to focus on maybe finding a beautiful caterpillar, for example. All right, let's look them up. Monarch. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I wonder. Twitch shouldn't be acting up. Why is it acting up? Okay, that's fine. Do you know why it almost ended twice? Is it because of the server or is it because of Twitch? Like, is YouTube fine? Okay, you know what? Okay, so you know what's really sick? I definitely saw this. Okay, look. Okay, so you see how it says aphids and then the other egg? Okay, I think 100% I saw them. Ugh. I'm not going back. I'm done. I'm not going back. I am not going back. Remember the one that I was like, oh my God, there's so many aphids, and I was like really skeeved out? That's where they all were. That's where they all are. Not a ton though. I only saw like 2. I literally only saw 2. And even then, I'm not 100% sure. You'd think they wouldn't lay their egg where there's a bunch of aphids though, right? So. All right, don't worry about me. I've been trying to find monarch butterflies, like the caterpillars. Have you seen any?
I haven't seen any, but if I do see some,
No worries. worries.
I'll have to say, hey, what is it again, Allie?
Allie, yeah.
If you see any butterflies, you gotta give a shout out.
Yeah, here. We're here.
6900.
Oops. Oh. Yeah, so that's here. I'll just pull up my TikTok and show you.
My son's calling me. Jaden. Listen, let me let you go in a little bit. If you see any butterflies or what else?
Just the caterpillars, like the monarch butterflies.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to send them to. I'll call you back in a minute, right, honey? Oh my God, how much do you need? All right, I'll send you $20. All right, buddy? All right, love you.
Yeah.
You're good.
Flushings? Okay.
That's all my kids call me for.
That's okay.
All right, hold on. What is
Here,
it?
it's here.
Hold on,
Oops.
Instagram or?
TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. But that's
I
us.
have Insta. Hold on, let me take a picture of that.
It's the same everywhere.
All right, I'll take a picture of that, and then, like I said, I told my son, I'll send him that.
Amazing. Thank you. Have a good day. So, anyways, we at least have other people looking for it now, so that's good. Hi, Chicky. Nice to see you. Yeah, but thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, this is longer than I wanted it to, but tomorrow, if I'm live, it'll be really exciting. There'll be a bunch of celebrities and stuff like that. And if I'm not, just know I'm either busy doing other stuff or trying to get better. So, all right. Bye, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to follow. It's free. I love all the plants here. Hi, Mousy. Actually, I should just call you Wicked Mouse. But in my head, why'd you do that? Ah.
Bible says that Wicked Mouse Ariana Akart. Madame here, 31 says USA.
She got me full of water. You're twin proud. Do it.
Wow.
Whoa, and slow.
That's a lot.
I'm supposed to stand up. I beat the system but failed.